We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They go play action with Burrow. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps out the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 4th down, Aaron Siposs on to punt for Philadelphia. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less. But 3rd and 7 or more, there are plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Burrow's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Burrow. And it's caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Jefferson. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Pollard. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 29-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they are able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And out now come the Eagles.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Out route to Hill, complete.
27 yards there, a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter and misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. Touchdown, Eagles! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
He's taken down the knee before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Eagles 14, Cowboys 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route here. It's complete to Kelsey. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes firing complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Mahomes to throw once more.
Open man layup. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd down. To throw, Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Now Burrow.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Burrow completes this to Jefferson.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Burrow. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow.
And his throw here is incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
Here comes 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
Blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man has got it, the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Here's Burrow. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. He's got room at the 30 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. This is caught. And the Eagles are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete. Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give him a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
Mahomes. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, look at repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.